Yeah.
I don't remember his name, but I heard a lot about it. Yeah, that's the guy. Anyway, Pantheon is going to be locked in.
Okay.
That will be paired alongside it. Not necessarily like an incredibly synergistic pick. Hasn't found a lot of victories, but we know that it's still strong.
It's been zero.
Does DK want to play Jax? What do you think?
Going for the Lulu, so not going for something like the Rel. Instead, going for a more defensive pick. Gives that wild growth, gives those defensive tools.
Okay, that would be interesting. Lulu, Olaf together is a lot of power.
Yeah, you can just kind of ignore a lot of the CC that D+ have, and when they come into you, you kind of just thrive in the chaos.
Oh man, that is a cannon!
Okay.
Which T1 are we watching? All right.
Hey.
Even Sunke, I heard him. The Korean cast a little bit baffled about what's going on here. Coming down to the bottom side is Oner, and is going to be unseen as he walks his way in. This is dangerous, as aiming, going to have to flash to get himself out of the way, as the feathers not going to be enough to take him down, but still.
A nice investment from Oner, doesn't cost very much.
Wait a second, he's doing like the Pantheon last season move, you know, where you just gank, that's all you do. Very Raptor-esque.
Is a little bit ahead and farm, but there's a big wave going to shove in.
Oh, man, Doran did not want to do that as the Showmaker pretty far up in this lane and does have flash, is going to use it, still does get stunned momentarily.
Incredibly strong.
Oh god, Xiu looking for an angle here once again, flashed for it, but now Beryl is looking for a bit of an angle and Faker's in trouble. Lucid turns up as well, and this will be first blood being delivered to the Monkey King.
Wukong doesn't have as much power in those early ganks, but if you get a lead on this pick, it's just so impactful. Beryl coming down, and the thing is, you know, you come out of stealth as a Wukong.
Yeah, it
you still don't know if it's
Wukong.
You don't expect to be rooted by a Wukong. Why would
aiming
you?
as well looking worse for wear as Lucid finding himself on the bad end of that trade as Oner is... Flash in from Doran, looking for the angle. Oner is here as Xiu tries to make the world end, but it's his world that is going down. All right, we've just got a killer instinct as aiming goes in, level 5 for Gumyushi, so he can't use the Feather Storm. Still, Oner is going to turn up. It will be Guma going down, and Oner not going to be able to do this one by himself. Gets himself over the wall because, of course, it was about to get sandwiched by a Lulu and a Pantheon, and all of the grubs will be here picked up by DK. T1 in position. Shape Splitter not going to be the option here as Oner walking so quickly as Lucid will get himself out of there, and Beryl will not. He is extraordinarily dead.
Yeah.
Just talking about how broken this item is.
Man, it's so crazy.
It is very silly, as now Doran is in a lot of trouble. Does have Slicing Maelstrom, but there is the Cyclone to come down. Lucid will die as Doran even lives. Aiming comes in and finishes him off, but now Xiu is the one in trouble. Pop Blossom here, and it's not going to be enough to save anything. And in fact, I think Beryl is just going to die, and Kerry is going to come on over and make sure that that happens. That was not the dive that DK was looking for.
Huge turnaround play for T1. The Pantheon coming in clutch there. Yeah, he is thriving.
Yeah, and he's also the one with all the mojo. So this is definitely pretty devastating as DK looking for a bit of an angle towards this turret, but Doran says no, and a massive Pop Blossom to come through, but it's only onto the cannon, and Carrier comes on over. Beryl is going to be dead yet again. That's 0-3 for this Nico, and another kill going over to the cannon. They might be able to get aiming as well, and there it is, and in comes Oner once again. Xiu's going to get taken down. Now Lucid's by himself, and DK are just falling apart unless it is. No, it's not. And Oner is going to pick up a double. That's a 6-0 Pantheon.
This cannon. And on the bot side, Pantheon flies in and is just so strong.
Immediate shockwave as well on top of the Pantheon. He also gets the orb for the extra tankiness. And it's just beautifully played.
So if this engage from D+ doesn't work, your team comp kind of falls apart.
Well, Showmaker looking for a bit of an angle here. Gravity Field is down in a decent position as Doran going to get flashed on here. Xiu finds his way over, and there is the shutdown. It's Showmaker that actually collects the kill. T1 still in position, though. A lot of resources were used to take down the cannon. Shockwave connects onto a couple as now Beryl trying to keep himself alive.
We're kind of fishing a little bit, but they don't over... Oh, no.
Well, Xiu is likely to die. Unfortunately, his Sundered Sky's not quite enough. And at this point, DK are just getting pulled around the map. Gumayusi might be in trouble. This time he has Featherstorm though, and a whole bunch of friends. And T1 are gonna flash towards them. There's Faker picking up the two-man Shockwave. Now Lucid's in trouble. Cyclone has to be used very defensively, but I just don't think it's defensive enough. And in goes Oner to lock down the kill. That is a legendary Pantheon.
And D+, oh man.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I don't think Shiu is going to be surviving this one, as Oner does leap on top of him. Umbral dash to get him over that wall, and
okay, he can
actually.
No, I think
he's going to flap his way.
Oh, the TP, the TP.
Can he actually get himself out? And yeah, the TP tells him exactly. As aiming is now going to, speaking of which, just get flashed on. There's the Shockwave, and where did he go? He's just gone. As aiming now looking to try and defend this inner turret. It is going down pretty quickly though, as Faker possibly gonna get flanked here as Shiu gets on top of him, but the chains are gonna get broken, and now Shockwave connects onto this Aatrox and he has to flash away.
He's just, I mean, it's a good buy. There's a lot of healing on D+ with the double sundered Sky, but he's fine dying once he's pressed his ultimate.
Well, Pop Blossom is going to find one here, but Oner says goodbye, Beryl. And down he will go. Now Lucid finding himself in an awkward spot as the angle from Doran is glorious. Just executes aiming and looks to make his way out. The man drop comes in and Doran goes down, but it does not matter. It's only Shiu left alive. He's going to try and umbrally dash away. He's a very cute snowman.
T1 looking to take this one to match point.
Oh, okay. Another Shockwave to come through here as Faker was pushing out this mid wave. And the Baron still hasn't gone down yet, and they still managed to get that inner. So Oner and Gumayusi going to be able to finish this one off, and there it goes. But now they're looking to catch Faker out of position. Nice two-man Shockwave does come in, as Pop Blossom will pick him up, but the wild growth is there, and Oner gets on top of aiming. They're like, that's cute, but now Orianna is a tank. Shiu trying to get in there, but Keria just walks him around like he's taking the dog for a walk. And now Lucid, he's going to try and get out of there. And the Monkey not going to be able to affect the ending of this game in a positive way for DK. I think they're going to have to look for the next one if they want to make a victory, because T1 are moving towards match point, and they're doing so in style as 13-0-4 for this Pantheon. And if there's ever a way to break a losing streak, this is a pretty good way to do it.
Honestly, this has been the best Oner performance we've had since last game.
Yeah,
he's been on a tear.
An absolute tear, yeah.
Absolute tear. D+ getting forced back onto their fountain, trying to look for a return, weren't able to find it, and T1 will take us to match point in this series.